Hello, I'm Phil Ernest, and I'm in Laguna Beach, hiking the top of the world and inside the rock cave. On today's hike, I will visit a dripping cave. I will also visit a rock cave, as well as come upon a bobcat in the wild. To find the trailhead, going south on 5 freeway, exit on Highway 133 and turn left on Forest Avenue. Then turn left onto Park Avenue and follow all the way up until you hit Alta Laguna and turn left. When you come to the end of the road, you will be at the trailhead. There is plenty of street parking available. Park hours are from 7 a.m. to sunset daily. Dogs are allowed, however, they must be on a leash at all times. I will start the hike continuing on the West Ridge Trail for about 1.5 miles. On this part of the trail, there are beautiful California native flowers for you to enjoy. When I first started hiking this trail back in 2010, I only knew of this starting point. I never knew until just recently that there were other parking spots below where you could do this hike and continue on up. So the hike I'm doing today is what is commonly called an upside down hike, where you start on the upper part of the hike first, go down to the lower part of the trail, and then finish up back again. Looking down below at the canyon as the early morning fog hasn't yet burned off. One of the convenient things about this hike is there are many signs posted throughout the trail telling you about the California native plants as well as the wildlife that is in the park, and hiking maps along the way, so you have no worry about getting lost on this trail. As you've probably noticed, you're not seeing any trees on this trail, so I do highly recommend you to bring your sunglasses, sunscreen, hat with you because you will be needing them. If you're enjoying this type of content, please be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. I post a new video every week. After hiking for about 1.5 miles on the West Ridge Trail, you'll come upon this big rock. This is where you will now get off of the West Ridge Trail and now get on the trail called Links. For about the next mile, you'll be going down the mountain to the lower part of this hike. Notice that this part of the trail is not as wide as the fire road that I once was on. So, because of that, you're going to want to keep your eyes and ears wide open because bicyclists are coming down this part of the trail and they are coming extremely fast. After hiking for about 1 mile on the Links Trail, it will now end. I will now take a right on Wood Canyon and continue hiking along this part of the trail. This is my personal favorite part of the hike, with a lot of trees giving you shade and a creek with running water. The nice part about hiking the top of the world trail is there is a parking lot down below on the lower trail. So it is possible to hike the lower trail only and not have to worry about hiking up or down the mountain. Just hike the lower part of the trail as an up and back. the years, I've been fortunate to hike this trail many times, but there are a couple of things that I have never done on this trail, and I plan on doing them on this hike. And one of them is taking a walk up to Altwat Overlook. The trail begins at this post. It is a gradual climb up of about a quarter of a mile. When you finally make it to the top, there is a nice bench there where you can rest and relax and take in the beautiful sights of the canyon below. Time is meaningful. Rest and enjoy it. After taking a break and sitting on the bench looking at the view, it was time well spent. Now, it's onward and upward to the dripping cave. See that hill right there? That's where I was just at, taking a break. And now, back to the trail. Many years ago, there was livestock in these corrals. While the livestock are long gone, the corrals remain. After the little water crossing, we'll be very close to the dripping cave. And there's the signpost to the dripping cave. They are trying to preserve this trail, so they put these little barriers here trying to keep bicyclists out, preserving it only for people on foot. And there's the dripping cave as we approach it from a distance. This place has quite a bit of history. In 1856 and 1857, Juan Flores and his outlaw gang, legendary stagecoach and livestock thieves, left their mark here. They used Dripping Cave as a hideout. Holes drilled into the cave ceiling once anchored pegs that held gear and likely saddlebags filled with stolen coins. Just a short walk away from the Dripping Cave is Cave Rock. These rock caves created by erosion in prehistoric times. This sandstone outcropping likely served as a temporary shelter for native people when they traversed the land many years ago. It's really neat to get up to see these caves up close and personal. As many times as I had been on this trail, I had never seen these rock caves. So, needless to say, I was very happy that I did get to look at them, and I highly recommend you as well. If you do this trail, you gotta go to the rock caves. As I got back up on the trail, I spotted a bobcat coming out of the brush. I didn't want any part of him, so I kindly gave him his space and let him go on his way. It's at this point of the hike where there's two ways to go up the hill, either Mathis Canyon or Car Wreck. You are looking at Mathis Canyon. It's a boring 1,000-foot gain over 1.5 miles. This is the trail to Car Wreck that I will be taking. I decided to come up the Car Wreck trail because it is a little prettier with shade and trees on the way. Also, I wanted to show you this old car that is on the trail. I'm now getting closer to the car as I approach the door of the car. As my hike is coming toward the end, I hiked a little under 10 miles this afternoon with a 1,000-foot elevation gain. And here's the car that the trail is named after. It is a 1946 Dodge Coupe. It's believed that this car got washed away in a flash flood in the 1960s. Over the years, people have come by and pecked away at it, graffitied it, and done all kinds of things to it. As I finish up this hike, if you like what you saw, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, click on this link to see other hikes that I have done in the area. Thank you so much for watching.